Alrighty. We're gonna be watching this new series, guys, of the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Looks like somebody made a video of all 214 Pokemon in the Paldea Dex. And it shows version exclusives as well. So I thought today we would watch that. The video is by Blaine's, and they just recently released it as well, too. So let's take a look at that.
Getting more recently has started to escalate. We've started to get more and more trailers, more and more information, and it's coming at us much quicker. Of course, before this phase that we're now entering, where we're getting a lot of new information, people were really anxious about how little information we were getting not too long ago, because it was very, very quiet. Well, now we can go into all of the Pokemon that we know for sure and have actually seen physically in the game from all the reveals so far, and it's a lot. It's over 200 Pokemon, which is about over half the Dex that we're expecting to get pre-DLC. Pretty exciting stuff. So let's have a look at all the Pokemon from all the gens that we can go through right now that we know 100% are in the game. So shout out to Sifu Pokepress.
This is
Japanese
100%
Twitter,
allowed.
covers this stuff, who
100%
made up the entire
confirmed, I
list
guess.
very conveniently and in order. We're gonna have a look at his list here to showcase everyone that's in here. And this is a little snapshot of all the Pokemon we know. It's a lot of them. 212 Pokemon he has found so far. There's actually a couple of more.
So he's found
we can
212?
cover in a second. I'll go through that in just a second.
Who's this?
Explain
So
why.
who's this guy's
these
name?
are the brand new Pokemon that have been added to this gen that will be in the Pokemon Scarlet Violet Dex.
I wonder whose
specifically
TikTok or Twitter that
Armarouge,
was. I want to
which is a
follow that guy on
Pokemon
Twitter.
Scarlet Violet exclusive, which was revealed yesterday, looking very, very cool. And Ceruledge as well, added yesterday.
There's a lot in
Pokemon
here, my
Violet
man. What's
exclusive.
that air?
And then we get our King Crab here too. This is a Titan Pokemon that will be found as a boss Pokemon in the various regions, named Cloth in English. And I mean, a pretty funny, kind of clumsy seeming name, but a Titan Pokemon that was revealed in the trailers yesterday, showing that it's going to be the same as essentially Alpha. However, it's going to be like a boss Pokemon similar to what you would have
So the
experienced.
Titans are like alphas, but they're
in
different?
the Pokemon Legends Arceus game, where you get to confront an Alpha Pokemon. That's pretty cool. You'll be getting something like that, very similar. They've obviously drawn a lot of inspiration.
Oh, I
from
see.
Pokemon
We
Legends
actually do it
Arceus
in our
into this
Discord air.
game and added a lot of things into this game that come from PLA. So obviously it was a testing ground, like they always do with games like that, testing new things to add to the next game. Grafaiai was also one of the newer Pokemons more recently added as well.
So are these
pretty
all the
nice.
Titans
We
in
saw
the
a
special
bunch of trailers for
forms?
him exclusively just to reveal him, interestingly enough. And then we had other Pokemon revealed over
The
the
Paldea
period
Wooper looks
of
so
last
nice.
month or two. So these
Cloth
are
is
them.
the
These are all
Titan
the brand
crab,
new
right?
Pokemon. Now moving on to the actual legendaries we saw from the very, very beginning, the get-go. Of course, also Scarlet exclusive, Violet exclusive, as you guys well know.
I think I'm
And
gonna get Violet.
These three starters.
I like the
with
legendary in
Quaxley,
Violet more.
with Coco. Quaxley gang, by the way, just gotta say that. So these are all the new Pokemon that will be added in Pokemon Scarlet Violet themselves. Now, what about old Pokemon making a comeback? Well,
Paldea
we
Wooper
can
looks
see
dope,
from very
doesn't it,
early
Domates?
trailers that we know we're going to be getting Hisuian Zorua in the game. We see that they are able
we're
to
gonna get
come
the
into
Zorur?
the game from
The
Pokemon
Hisuian one?
Home, and that is going to be the case for a lot of other Pokemon too that has not been announced yet. However, we
Sleep
can
well,
just kind of
D-Chun.
briefly
Thanks for
mention
hanging out
some of
today,
that
dude.
Stuff in a second.
I'll
Either way,
see you tomorrow,
the ones
bud.
we've seen for sure in the trailers are these only.
This one's
from
a
the
normal
Hisuian
ghost
region.
type,
However,
right?
We can definitely expect other Pokemon to be transferable.
From,
over,
Legends of
such as
Arceus?
Goodra, because we know normal Goodra is in the game. From our Gen 6 collection here, we can see the Goodra line. We've seen that in the trailers.
So
The
Goodra's in the
line
game
is
too?
in, and Zorua too. Keep in mind, Zorua and Zoroark are regulars from Gen 5 are actually in as well. So we will, as we know, be able to get these from Pokemon Home from the Hisuian region. It's highly likely we'll be able to get the Goodra line Hisuian form in as well. It wouldn't make sense that we're
Ooh.
not able to, so we can definitely include those forms in there. As for the Gen 1ers,
Perfect, I'll check it out,
moving
Eric.
along here, we can see all the Gen 1 Pokemon we've seen and made appearance in the trailers themselves. I hope your favorites are here. Now, keep in mind, guys, Dragonite here is good. That's a great one to have in. Gyarados, one of my favorites personally. And the evolutions, no new evolutions.
I'm so stoked they're gonna have
expected
Dragonite
as
and
of yet so
Gyarados,
far, guys. So
Gengar.
there we
I'm
go.
probably gonna go
That's
for
all the
Gengar
Gen
too.
1s, and you'll
They even
notice
have
none of the
Scyther.
starters are included. Obviously, we haven't seen any starters in Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet Violet's trailers yet, so that's an interesting feature, and we can talk a little bit about that in a sec. But first of all, let's continue with the rest. Not too many Gen 1s, actually. Not overburdening. so far. And keep in mind, this is over 200
That's a
Pokemon
very
on the
small
deck
amount of
so
Gen 1s,
far.
to be honest.
Similar to Pokemon Sword and Shield, we're kind of
Yeah, these
expecting
Pokemon do
about
look sick, don't they?
400-ish
So this is the
pre-DLC.
confirmed Dex
Keep that in mind.
for Paldea Dex.
Over
So there's going to be some
halfway
Gen
from all the
1s,
Pokemon
some
we've seen
Hisuian
so far.
forms so far.
As for Gen 2 coming in here, we got some of the baby Pokemon
Oh, they're going to show us
appearances.
each Pokemon from
Sudowoodo
each
as
gen.
well, looking very much like a sausage with new textures. This is Sudowoodo's textures from the
It looks
trailer
like a sausage,
yesterday.
he said.
And he looks really different to what we would imagine he would look like close up.
It doesn't look like a rock,
the
does
texture
it?
makes him look like a sausage.
He looks more like a sausage.
It's fine,
That's right.
It's funny. It's just how it changes. His eyes completely vanish.
I
when
like
he
this
closes
Blaine's
them
guy.
there.
He's funny.
Pretty
He's got
cute.
great content.
Anyway, very rough surface. As for the rest of the Gen 2s here, he happened to miss one, apparently.
Mischievous and
this is a
Tyranitar.
Tyranitar line, which is also going to be one of the
Houndoom,
exclusives
too.
we'll look at in a sec. But either way, guys, we got the Chansey, Blissey.
Gen 2's the
Happiny
most
as well
nostalgic
in
for you,
there. Very
Air.
good for
I feel it. I
experience
feel it.
farming,
Gen 2's got
which we'll
some
be able
nice.
to hopefully manipulate
Tyranitar,
in the game when we get it.
Houndoom,
So either way, that's our
Mischievous.
Gen 2s. Not a huge list. However, I believe someone managed to pick a shot of Togepi in one of the trailers too. I'm not sure which trailer this is.
Gen
but we
3's
have
your
one here.
favorite Mecha
Basically,
Husky?
This person was reminding the original poster that he forgot Togepi and he complimented it with a picture. So
They might have Clever
it
and
seems like
Scizor
Togepi
if
might
they
also be
have
able to be
Scyther.
included in this
That
list.
would be more
It is
likely.
not
Yeah,
here
I
at the
think so,
moment.
Domades.
So do add that
I would
one,
think so.
bringing us to
Yeah, they do have Scizor right
213,
there.
by the way,
Scizor.
from the original number already.
Maybe even
Gen
Weavile
3s
too.
here, moving swiftly. Gardevoir, everyone's favorite. There will be a
Gardevoir's
paradox
lacking.
form thing going on with Gardevoir and Gallade, which we'll be able to look forward to. So
Ooh.
people who want new forms of this Pokemon might be able to get some of those. And then moving on here,
They're gonna have
we saw
Altaria.
Togepi yesterday.
They're gonna have
as well.
Altaria.
And we got it. Yeah, that's from one of the original pictures from ages. We
Hey,
saw Tropius
Sunshine!
yesterday as well. Pretty nice. Salamance's evolution. That will be one of the exclusives for regional or version exclusives as well, folks. So do keep that in mind. Gen 4 really recently given us from the BDSP. We've got
Thank
all
you
those
so
Pokemon
much,
now for
Sunshine.
anyone
I
who's
appreciate
collecting
you
them
very
the
much for
Pokemon,
supporting the channel
home
this
decks.
last 7
We're gonna
months.
be
Thank
getting
you
a
for your
couple more
continued friendship
returns
too.
as well. By the
I
looks
hope
of it.
you've been
More than
well
I'd
since
expect.
you've moved.
Rotom, a very important addition. The evolutions, as well as Magnezone.
We're in Gen
coming
4
in
now,
here.
right?
A lot of
With
speculation
Lucario,
around what we might get
Weavile,
on Magnezone, Happiny
Luxray,
as well,
Drifloom,
and some of the other baby Pokemon.
Leafeon, Glaceon.
But either way, some nice additions from Gen 4. Considering that we already got Gen 4 recently, it's a very nice
Magnezone,
inclusion to have
Gallade.
a bunch of these really top tier Pokemon too. Gen
Nice.
5, very short list.
Dude,
for
the Gen
5
4's
so
got some
far,
bangers
so we
for
can definitely
sure.
expect to get more Gen
Zoroark.
5 Pokemon making an appearance to fill in the next
Hydreigon.
kind of 150.
Those are the only
to
two I really
200
like out
Pokemon
of
we're
that group.
expecting for the original
The Zoroark
Dex
and
from
Hydreigon out of
DLC.
Gen 5.
Very short list so far on this one. Gen 6 is even bigger, considering Gen 6 has barely any Pokemon in it. Gen 6 and Vivillon being a very important addition, because we're going to be getting all the forms of that and hoping for a new form of Vivillon, new pattern for Paldea. And that will be a nice
if they add a
giveaway. If
Paldea
you guys
form,
wanna
will that
stick
be
around for
21?
we'll be doing the
Will that be
shinies as well
21
when they come
forms?
out. Oh man. There's gonna be massive giveaways for a Vivillon, all the non-shiny colors and all
A
the shiny
Vivillon?
colors.
If they add one more
Goodra
Vivillon, is that
line
21
as
forms
well,
or is that
so that's obviously going to
22?
come with its Hisuian form, highly expected. Go-Goat, not seen for a long
Go-Goat's very
time,
underrated.
making a comeback.
Talonflame too, I
7,
feel like is pretty
very
good.
short list on Gen 7 as well. However, we're getting our 2 Apple Pokemon, so we're getting our Gen 8 Apple Pokemon.
Oh
we're
man,
getting
I
our
don't
Gen
like
7
any of those
Apple
Pokemon right there.
And we got a couple of the birds coming in too. That's
I'm not
nice.
really into
I haven't
those.
messed around with Gen 7 in a long time.
I mean,
We got the
Togepi
koala
is
Pokemon,
pretty cool, I think. but-
Komala, is
yeah,
it?
so that'd be 21
Polaris,
domains, 21,
that's coming
21
back as
Vivillon
well.
forms.
And so there we go. That's our Gen 7 so far. We can probably expect a lot more to be filled in here too, to make up the number up to about 400.
You like Oricorio?
for DLC.
Oricorio's pretty cool.
And
That's
Gen
the fire
8s.
flying
We've
one,
seen Quite a
right?
few Gen 8s already too. Pretty
Dude,
nice
Gen 8,
Pokemon coming in here. as
Dragapult.
well. These are strong. We're getting our pseudo legendaries.
So is
all
the
over
pre-order
place for this
Pikachu
game,
with
thank
Fly
God.
a hit or
this-
miss?
These two right here actually are going to be region exclusives, or sorry, version exclusives. I don't know. why I
Oh,
keep
those are
saying
going to be
region
version
exclusives.
exclusives
Version
right there?
exclusives. That'll be nice. And again,
Do they have
Sinistea
Norvern?
coming
Yeah,
in
they
to
got
get you guys
Norvern
another
too,
chance to get
Ghastly
your
Grim.
authentics
They're going to
and
have
shinies.
Norvern.
Some nice additions from Gen 8.
That
You can
one's your
expect
favorite?
more Gen 8
That one's a
Pokemon
good
to
one
be
too.
added
That
as
one's
well,
Flying Dragon.
absolutely.
That's like
One uncertain
the
is a
Dragonite.
Quillfish, which I think is pretty much certain, considering all the Pokemon that have so far.
Yeah,
been teased
Blaziken
on
is
posters and
super
stuff have
filthy, isn't
actually
it?
made
Air for life.
appearances in the game. Quillfish is one that hasn't yet. We could definitely include Quillfish in the number confidently, bringing us possibly up to 214. So I would honestly
214.
anticipate Quillfish to be added, considering it is on a poster here. You
It's
can
on a
see other
poster.
stickers
That's a
on
good
the left-hand
observation.
side here. All of these Pokemon were first teased as stickers. They
Blaze
are
is
all
pretty
being
thorough
added in
too.
the game,
This
so
is a
they
good
are
good
here.
content creator right here.
Quillfish, it doesn't really seem too reasonable to exclude it, and we could definitely expect, considering how the style of Team Star has been shown yesterday in the trailers,
In the YouTube video, I'm gonna have the description of his video and his channel too, if you guys want to go subscribe to him.
Pokemon, by the way, Overquill. So we can definitely expect that to be added too, I think. Team Star definitely does have that sort of aesthetic going for it. Now, there's another Pokemon that we have had indicated to us a lot in all the official trailers, but has not been formally revealed, and that is the engine Pokemon. As for the engine used in this car, that's not the Pokemon itself. However, the engine itself will be a Pokemon, and that is not included in this.
There's going to be an engine Pokemon
here that's visible, that has been seen moving and with a tongue in the official artwork. The official trailer isn't even a leak anymore. This may very well be a little different from the Pokemon that we actually.
So there's actually going to be a Pokemon that drives the vehicle
from the car, and as you can see from the aesthetic, I think
it's the engine and it makes the car drive. That's kind of cool.
Style team,
kind of like a horse, right?
Seeing Team Star.
New Rotom form,
time for some of the version exclusives.
I don't think they said anything about it though.
A lot of them we know very clearly. They've already been indicated to us in the game.
That is true. Retro game
these two, the new Pokemon that have been shown
to us. These are the
us,
version exclusives.
And the old 2 dragons that we've been
version exclusives right here, guys.
Other than that, guys, Tyranitar's line is a Scarlet.
So Tyranitar's Scarlet.
So is our Gen 8 Stonehenge, and the
Salamence is Violet.
Is a Violet exclusive, and so is our Ice Cube Penguin. So that is going to be exclusive we know so far. Does it change? Does it influence? Does it change your choice of which game you're going to get if you're only going to get the one?
Good luck, guys.
Do keep in mind, you'll be able to get
just
all
spawned
of the
in chat.
Pokemon
Trade tier B. It's a psychic type Pokemon.
The link is down
Total
below
base stats 485. If you guys are trying to catch this in chat right now,
version exclusives
we recommend that you use a Great Ball or Cypher Ball. Good luck, guys. You got 60 seconds left.
Look at once the game comes out. One last thing we can look forward to is
according
to our leaker Kaka. As far as we know, none of the starters are in the game. Straight up. However, it looks like we will be able to bring Delphox at least through Pokemon Home, and that gives a lot of hope for
Pokemon Home?
a lot of other starters too, possibly all of the starters, but it also includes the big possibility of Greninja coming in, which is something I highly anticipated for a long time.
I would love to have Greninja.
There's no way we were not going to be getting Greninja in this game. It doesn't look like we'll be able to catch it in the game, but it does seem very likely we'll be able to bring Greninja,
so not catchable,
along with a lot of other starters, probably
transfer
all of the starters from Pokemon Home into the game. So we're going to be able to do giveaways.
Greninja is good, isn't it?
We're going to be able to do giveaways for Pokemon.
All starters would be cool. I agree, Retro.
Home, not just Pokemon in Scarlet Violet, which means our first Greninja giveaway, shiny. That's going to be pretty fun, huh? A lot of people are very hyped about this. So it doesn't look like the starters are in the game at all. Specifically, you will need Pokemon Home to bring them in, and all we have confirmation from our leaker is Delphox at the moment, so stay tuned, drop a sub, stick around.
Congrats everyone that caught the Behem.
Thanks for watching this. Hopefully you guys do stick around to stay on top of all the latest Pokemon Scarlet Violet news. The giveaways are going to be hectic as hell.
That's awesome.
Can't wait to get started.
I've been really enjoying this series. There was a whole lot of Pokemon right there. I don't feel like they showed us all 214. Was that 214 Pokemon? The title says 214, but I don't know. There's a lot of Pokemon right there. I'm surprised how many exclusives they're going to be. I was kind of bummed to see Tyranitar's a Scarlet exclusive, and then Salamence is a Violet exclusive. I kind of want the Tyranitar more because I'm getting the Violet, but I don't know if anybody on the Scarlet wants to trade with me that is going to be getting Scarlet and wants to trade for Salamence, I'll trade you my Salamence for a Tyranitar if anybody wants to take me up on that offer. But anyways, that was a video by Blaines. They are a YouTube content creator, and it was the video about 214 Paldea Dex versions and then also exclusive versions coming out to Scarlet and Violet here on November 18th, coming here pretty soon in a month or two. But I appreciate you guys watching that with me. Let's get back to the catching though, guys.